Visualization? You mean that woo-woo rubbish that Conor McGregor talks about? Isn't that what girls get roasted for on panel shows? I'm manifesting the dislike button, buddy. Look, mate, I'm gonna be honest. I've been a bit of a brave queen over the last 10 days by trying out visualization. In this video, I want to talk about my experience with visualization, how it's seemingly been working, I'm not even joking, and whether or not it's worth trying out yourself. Alright, hear me out. I didn't trust this bollocks either. It was a couple weeks ago when I was laying in bed. I didn't want to read a book, so I decided to go on YouTube on TV and watch an old Hamza video. It was around this point that I was really enjoying uploading to this channel, but no matter what I did, it stayed growing at 0 to 1 subscribers a day. Bloody hell. I expected that to happen whilst I found my feet, but I mean, you can probably empathise with how demoralising it can feel. So I watched this Hamza video snugly tucked into bed, and he was talking about visualisation as if it actually worked. Alright, buddy, good for you, but I'm gonna live in the real world, alright? No, I had to snap out of it because he's infinitely richer than me, so I listened. He recommended a book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, and I bought it. I read it over the next week, and it describes visualization in a way I'd never heard it before. All I was aware of with visualization was how it gets made fun of by girls when they say that they manifest. Conor McGregor visualizing his UFC fights, so it was a bit of a joke in my mind. But this book described it in such a beautiful way that just really clicked with me. I'll explain it as simply as possible. Our brain is technically two separate things. Our conscious, which is us actually thinking, and our subconscious, which is kind of like a robot machine that needs to be fed by controls by us. So I imagine it like a tractor and a tractor pilot, alright? We are the pilot. We tell it where to go. So our subconscious, by design, is always looking for goals to pursue or things to become. And the way it knows what to do is by the mental images we give it on a daily basis. If we want the tractor to get to the ice cream parlor, if we imagine eating ice cream and walking through that front door, then eventually the tractor will find its way. It won't get it immediately correct like a sat nav, but because it sees the ice cream, it will keep looking until it finds a way to actually attain it. So a more realistic example is if you wanted to reach 100 subscribers, you first should imagine what that end result looks like, feels like. What do other people say to you? And apparently that will make it easier to guide your subconscious to achieving that goal. Visualization isn't about manifesting something you're not even working towards. Visualization is the act of manually giving your subconscious mental images, kind of like a script to follow, to let it figure out what to do to get there. Does that make sense? If you keep imagining a powerful end result that you desire, as long as you keep working on it, your subconscious will apparently do the rest when it comes to making mistakes, making good decisions, and learning along the journey to reaching that goal. So I decided to try this out, right? Me, Kian. I think I was around 200 something subscribers at the time, and it was moving properly slow. I mean, I wasn't making the right content, and coincidentally, through the power of God, once I started visualizing the small result I wanted to hit, i.e. 300 subscribers, my content naturally changed and a bunch of videos started picking up, mate. So what did I visualize? I specifically imagined me picking up my phone, right, going on the YouTube app and going onto my channel to be met with the number 300. How would I feel? What would I think? In real life, this would genuinely spike my dopamine. And since I've been doing that, coincidence or not, my channel's been growing, bruv. 150 plus subscribers in the last 10 days. Can you believe it? All I've been doing is just spending 5 minutes before I script and record videos, imagining an end goal of what I desire. I've started small to build up my ability to vividly imagine things because I'm not very good at actually visualizing stuff. So this morning's visualization was just 400 subscribers, seeing Calendly notifications popping up on my phone. You do not need to know what that is, right? You can look it up if you want. Opening up my bank and just seeing 500 to 1,000 quid, right? Because I'm broke at the moment, I'll be honest. And again, I want to preface, I'm doing this already with a method in mind. I'm not imagining a million subscribers and not even posting. So far, it seems to be working, but maybe it's not been long enough to find out. Maybe I'm chatting shit. I also use it at the gym, right? I visualize completing the next set. That must look really autistic in real life, but that's what I do. I specifically imagine the end result of everything because that's what your subconscious apparently needs to know where to go. So to get an an answer to the video title, this 5-minute practice has actually really worked for me. I visualize something in my mind and I'll go on my phone later on and actually see what I imagined. How sick is that? Nah, this is definitely coincidental bollocks. You know it's all placebo, right? There's no point doing visualization. You just need to work. What is that voice? Alright, there's no need to be rude. I would have actually agreed with you just a couple weeks ago, but I came to this realization after Psycho-Cybernetics pointed it out to me. We all visualize, alright? That's right. On a daily basis, we send mental images to our subconscious of the goals we're trying to achieve. And many people do seem to get it wrong, visualizing the work rather than reward. Or even worse, I'm sure you know loads of people like this in your real life, or even you yourself. Why do you think there's so many people struggling with self-doubt? People label themselves with negative things like shy, stupid, weak. When they don't pick a goal/identity to visualize, their brain does it for them. And we know that our brains, when left alone, are by default very, very negative little creatures, right? Why do they do that? So if you don't choose a mental image to pursue, then your brain will pick one for you. And that manifests itself in anxiety, negative character traits, self-doubt, and limiting yourself. So we can chat shit about visualization all we like, but all it actually is replacing the mental images we usually give ourselves with more positive ones. How can visualization be bollocks when we all do it? And most of us do it wrong. I used to accidentally visualize the mistakes I'd make in social situations, and because of that, I made the mistakes. I was telling my tractor to go to Aquatown. So there's my experience. Does visualization work? I mean, it definitely has worked for me so far. The channel growth has blown up and I can see a clearer goal for my future. If you found some good insight in this video, then you could definitely visualize pressing the subscribe button and seeing more of my content, because I'm manifesting more videos as we speak. Make your past and present self someone to thank and keep chasing that best version of you 5 years in the future, bro. Alright, manifest it.